Hello everyone, my name is Dolores Estrada. I will be presenting Creating a Climate for Positive and Social Change. My title page is my first name, University of Arizona Global Campus, Creativity, Culture, and Global Context in Education and Decision Making, and our professor is Dr. Julie Atkins, April 17 of 2023. My first slide is current event. Topic of my choice has been teacher shortage. I have chosen this topic because it's been a situation that has become a problem after the pandemic. The side effect of not having enough educators has caused learning gaps in many school districts. The cause of the it also has given teachers a cause to leave their teaching jobs due to having too much work, not getting paid enough, not enough funding, and having to work with children with high needs that leads to stress and not having enough support. The student impact that has caused the shortage is not having enough time to complete the school year, adaptability to the different layouts, of having too many substitutes. And this portion is having children to be able to see different educators throughout the week, not having enough learning time. The stress of having to adapt to different styles of learning. At times, children can have up to 3 substitutes a week, and it can be hard to learn the different styles, and as well adapting to the curriculum being taught in different ways. Shortage indicators have impacted students, especially in first title schools, not having enough, like I said, funding, not having enough pay, having to deal with challenges such as not having probably proper material, having too many students in one class, or even dealing with students who have really high needs of needing support and not having enough hands to support in the classroom. Second slide is guidelines for safe learning environment. The topic I have chosen has been teacher shortage. So the guidelines for safe learning environment is being able to have, as an educator, being able to adapt to the different learning environments, being able to connect in the classroom environment, have materials that are going to be used in this instruction ready, and building positive relationships with the students and being able to connect with the students. A little reading here is a safe learning environment goes beyond the classroom, and it's intangible space that supports your students in the pursuit of knowledge, that inspires curiosity, and that makes them feel empowered to participate in the classroom discussions. Creating this a kind of safe learning environment in a classroom is essential for serving the vast spectrum of students' learning styles. And also, I put at the end, the learning environment should have a positive outcome in the midst of change and challenges. Productive conversations is, it is important to have guidelines for controversial topics because not all students think the same. Having an open space where you can have your education is important, because if you have an open space where you can speak your mind, and I would say, when I say speak your mind, being able to be accepted. There's no right or wrong answer for children to speak what they are thinking. Children learn from each other, and they learn to respect others' opinions. Also, kids, it gives kids the opportunity to challenge their cognition to critical thinking. It is important for educators to enhance critical thinking skills, and as students progress in their education, they're able to use those critical thinking skills because it is demanding of them when they go into the higher levels as they proceed in their educational journey. Instructional strategy. This is one that I am going to use. It is project-based learning. When I was researching about project-based learning, it is learning is learning a way to adapt children to the different ways of vocabulary and critical thinking skills. So for example, project-based learning can be having children to use vocabulary for certain topics within the classroom environment. My class level has been my experience with early Head Start and Head Start. So in Head Start, how I would project project-based learning would be teaching children with open-ended questions, being able to have hands-on activities that can project the ability to use their critical thinking skills and being able to grow their thinking skills as well. Teaching controversial topics. So based on using project-based learning, controversial topics can be very difficult for students at times because they can be, they're going to feel like they're being judged. So students don't like to be judged. They can also have delays on how to use their critical thinking skills. And also, on a positive note, children can have be able to have an open space where they can learn. Students can have the possibility of being accepted by others, and then it would lead children to want to love education and in their journey. Teaching controversial to project-based learning. The way I will use it is make sure that students know that as an educator, I will be there to accept them just the way they are, embrace the cultures within my classroom, and have a research projects that will elaborate the topics to educate children but not cause tension within my classroom community. So my choice was the shortage of teachers. Being able to teach it at a elementary or Head Start program, I would probably ask children as a project-based learning experience. I would probably ask open-ended questions, being able to connect with them about the topic, for them to be open, because children do love teachers, and sometimes children learn to adapt to their teachers they've had before. So I would definitely elaborate with open-ended questions. Thank you so much. See you in the next time.